Hello, my friends. This is Lynda Lippin, and welcome to the Pilates Goddess podcast. Hello, my friends. It's Lynda Lippin here, your host for the Pilates Goddess podcast. Welcome back one more time. Today, I'm doing a very, very short episode, like 10 minutes, and it's literally just to give you a personal update on what's going on with me and why it may feel like I haven't been around as much here on the podcast and on social media. Several weeks ago, I woke up one day with a really scratchy throat, did the COVID home test, and tested positive. And I got the Paxlovid. My husband also tested positive. He got the Paxlovid. And I basically felt pretty crappy for about a week and, started to feel better. I did not have the rebound infection that many people have, and things were going fine. But then I started to notice that I was having a lot of pain in all of my joints, like all of my joints. We're talking knees, hips, ankles, the joints of my toes, the joints in my spine, all of them. And in fact, this is a new iteration of the virus. And this is one of the new longer term effects of the new iteration of the virus. So yay for me, not really. I noticed that I wasn't getting any sleep because I felt literally like there were little construction men or women with blowtorches, and randomly throughout the day, they would all start blowtorching at once. And that meant that whatever was going on for me at the time stopped. Unless, of course, I was teaching. Those of you who know me know that I can pretty much teach through anything. I just take a deep breath and go for it. And that's what I did for the past few weeks. But the waking up at night was happening more and more frequently. So I finally called my doctor. I got some medication for the nerve pain and for the inflammation. And I am slowly starting to feel a lot better. I'm actually feeling like I might even need to take some prednisone for this one. But we'll see how that goes. And I'll talk to my doctor about that. Now, I also am sharing this with you because I want to encourage you that if you are not feeling so well, or you are in pain, or you are feeling the need for some self-care, it's really okay to take it. It really is. I show up so well and so on time and so on schedule for the majority of my life that this morning I actually spaced an online Zoom session. And if you know me, you know I charge as much for my online sessions as I do in the studio. And even though I felt totally bad that I had done that, it was a sign to me that I need a little more space and a little bit more rest. That I need to really deal with my body and myself right now. Because if I don't see that this is necessarily going to get any better. And, we're in a new realm now, right, of dealing with this kind of health stuff and dealing with this virus stuff. Things are changing consistently, and we never know how our bodies are going to handle these things that come in and attack us. So So I have been attacked, and my body is slowly trying to work its way through that and out of that. At the same time, Juniper had to have surgery because she had another little growth on her shoulder that she actually had when they removed the growth on her neck, but they didn't want to leave her sedated for so long as to remove both at once. So she's doing fine. She's actually doing better than I am. Isn't that just the way? And hubby's actually doing fine and doing better post virus than I am. So there that is. But I seriously just wanted to hop on and talk to you a little bit about this, but also a little bit about the fact that when you show up consistently, people allow you then the space to get the rest and the healing that you need when you need it. And you should never, ever feel bad about doing that. Now, I'm not telling you I'm perfect in this realm because I still do feel bad, frankly. I don't like, it feels like I let myself down and it feels like I let my clients down. Hey, you may know this feeling. But I've always felt this way. I've always felt that if I was sick and in pain and didn't just suck it up and get out there and do everything I had to do, that there was something wrong with me. We live in a culture, seriously, that has always idealized working at any cost, has always idealized working when you are sick. Having watched so many of my friends and family who work in like the food business and the restaurant business, you can't imagine how many times these people go into work sick. Okay. Especially at the executive and sous chef level. It's not a culture that admits to weakness, that admits to illness, and those people just run themselves ragged. But the problem there is that they're handling your food. So I think that's happening less and less since 2020. But know that there is still in our world and definitely in the world of fitness and Pilates, this idea that we just have to push ourselves and push our clients to a point where people can and will break down and get sick. Okay. So that said, I will be back to you Thursday, and I will be back to you Thursday with an episode on the next exercises in the Pilates mat. And what we're going to do on Thursday is we are going to break down the neck pull. We're going to break down the scissors and bicycle. We're going to break down the shoulder bridge, and we're going to break down the spine twist. Okay. These exercises can be very difficult. They can be very scary. They don't have to be, as always, and everything. They're easy to modify and easier to do once you understand what it is you're doing with them, why it is you're doing it, and how you can prepare your body for that. And also how the exercises that came before help prepare your body for this series of very challenging exercises that are taking your spine once again into deep flexion, into deep hyperextension, and into deep rotation. There's a lot of mobility work here. There's also a lot of stabilization, but stabilization within hyperextension, stabilization within trying to hold the spine straight and long, right? Stabilization within being able to sit up tall and hold things together as you're rotating your upper body. So I'm very excited to share those exercises with you. And as always, thank you so, so, so much for listening to and supporting the podcast. You have no idea how much it means to me that you guys show up to listen to what I have to say, and then you send me messages, you join my Facebook groups, you leave me reviews, and it's just awesome. As always, if you're loving the podcast, please leave a rating and a written review, and I will talk to you on Thursday. Thanks so much. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to the Pilates Goddess podcast. Music brought to you by Nerd Salad. Please leave a review on Apple Podcasts, especially if you liked it. And please like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks.